Clash Royale. All I do is play Clash Royale. Wow. Anyways, SuperKernel Jonas. I'm gonna have to set this up real quick. Amazing run by SuperKernel today. Falling to JDV, not a shameful loss whatsoever as this bracket gets started. JDV vegging last minute, that guy's a bum. Jonas finding a quick stock, I don't know how he picked that up so fast. Whatever. Oh yeah, all I do is play Clash Royale. Come on. Alright. Kernel regaining his footing, slowing the game down a little bit to regain his composure. Great air dodge, dodging the up air, and the up air from Jonas is just so laggy that Kernel's able to find this back air that gives him so much stage control, which leads into this F tilt that managed to snag Jonas's first stock of this set. Alright. Waiting out the deep breathing. This is Cloud Limit all over again. This is that Smash 4 experience coming into play. We are not messing around with this power-up. It is a very strong power-up, like deep breathing. Very well known for being absolutely busted. That up B, not going to take it just yet, but gaining so much control. Arrow, not sniping him out. Going for the up B again, but this time sniping towards the ledge a little bit easier. Turn around and taking it slow. Grabbing Kernel, then throwing him off stage. I mean, what dominant stage position from Jonas. Not really giving up any stage for free. Kernel trying to claw his way back in, air dodging to make the point, but Jonas, look at that pivot F tilt, making sure that he low profiles anything that Kernel tries to throw out, as Wii Fit is an awkward character that can't really swing underneath her. So, getting that F tilt, really large hitbox that starts above Toon Link's head, taking that second stock. Going for that down air, Kernel not able to find this pickup. Kind of needs like a stock like that, so I really respect the down air attempt, especially with deep breathing. It will just straight up kill Toon Link. There's no path for redemption. You just kind of die. Bomb sniping out Kernel, giving Jonas some really good extra percent. Trying to navigate his way through Jonas. That ball might come down. No, despawns before it could do anything. Kernel throws out another one, not able to do anything, but look at that fair into fast fall. And it's very important to have the distinction of which input to put in first. Jonas put in that fair and then fast fall to get that hitbox already lingering out while he falls. And to punish Kernel while using his stun from that bomb snipe. Well played to Jonas. Alright. I'm really impressed how Jonas is using his hero sword here, being able to use like the very edge. Like it's like Toon Link's sword is literally the size of his body, very small, but Jonas using it to the max range, being able to hit these hitboxes as far away as possible from Wii Fit's arms, because you know a sword is longer than Wii Fit. So great snipe, trying to get another one, ends up hitting the ball away. Not really going to give Jonas anything other than stage presence. As Kernel falls, he always seems to be using deep breathing in some way or some fashion to either stall or to get, to get some value out of it, and it ends up working out for him. Woo! Barely dodging that bomb. SuperKernel is going to have to find his way out of this corner, as Jonas is threatening such stage presence. Great tech by Jonas, recognizing that he might just miss. Have to pull out bomb here? No. Doesn't even need to waste frames pulling out that bomb, knowing that he can make it back. Great forward air, catching that B reverse out. That was a bit greedy. I think he should have just done a turnaround neutral B. But the classic Kernel just running up, sliding F tilt. What can he do? Alright. Great Zair, dash attack, back air conversion. Able to snag a nice 24%. But Kernel clapping back, not wanting to give any ground, immediately taking stage control. I mean, just going to getting stage control and then just walking away to the other side, farming your resources. Colonel is so exceptional at doing that and then fainting people in. And then converting that into an egregious combo. Great recovery by Jonas, exemplifying his defensive play. Good bomb catch, using bombs HP I guess is the best way to put it, to block out the sun and maintain position. Great air dodge. What a setup, but isn't able to capitalize off it fully yet. But I mean, that was a once in a lifetime opportunity to get a crazy setup. And honestly, now that has happened, when something happens, it comes into existence. This is a known strategy now. You could just air dodge bomb into get on the platform up smash. But anyways, as they trade stocks, Colonel doing so much damage with that deep breathing. Jonas not really wanting to give space at all. Air dodging down, regaining position. Doing a weird hop and fall down there, getting super punished for it. Jonas in a really bad spot. At kill percent, Colonel goes off for a very terrible down air, I'm not going to even lie. Alright. It's looking last hit over here. Although Jonas' up smash would not even come close to killing. Barely able to dodge that bomb. Drifting away gave him enough time to deal with... Uh-oh! That sport throw kill not even close. That didn't even kill Spark. He has quite ample time to get back to stage. Bomb is going to explode. Nope, drops it so he doesn't get hit by it. Is able to dodge just onslaught of projectiles that Colonel is trying to put out to control the stage and telling Jonas to get the fuck away from me. I'm at high percent and I'm a little scared and I want to close this game out. Colonel showing signs of nervousness, trying to go for a center stage jump read with that nair. But honestly, I don't think it was even worth it. Like, Jonas would never jump up there. That boomerang is not gonna block the sun. And Colonel takes game 2.
Let's work on your balance.
In a very clutch fashion. It's gonna fall. The can tower is gonna fall. It's time to bring the leaning tower of Pisa down. I fear that the winds in the room is swaying a little too hard for comfort. Colonel starting off this game very strong. Game 3, very important. I mean, whoever wins this game is going to have momentum. Jonas, throughout this entire day, has had so many Game 5 sets, so many back and forth sets where he has been robbed and he's been robbing people. And, you know, all of these sets, I'm pretty sure, have been won to Jonas's disadvantage. So that means the opponent has always had 2 games to 1 in their favor. And it always has seemed to go their way, but Jonas always clawing back victory from the jaws of defeat. Maybe he might do the same thing, or maybe he might close it out with a 3-1 lead. But regardless, Town and City showing Jonas' true survival skills as he survives near-death situations 3 times, but the 4th eventually going to do it as he racks up percent a little bit too much. That forward air is going to take Colonel way super off stage. Arrow's not going to be able enough to be sniping Colonel all the way fully. Oh, amazing edge guard by JoJoDaHoBo, recognizing, hey, I can throw these arrows out, they'll be good pressure. They might hit, that's okay if I miss, because I can just throw out a fair and I will kill. Alright, Jonas playing the projectile game, and I remember him telling me, every time he was down 2-1, he just thought to himself, I need to throw more boomerangs. And as we see here, he's throwing a little bit more boomerangs, scrapping a little bit less, spacing a little bit more, being more cautious, swinging more where Colonel might be going rather than where he is. And Colonel, he sure loves to go. He loves to go everywhere. Great updraft setup, sending him to the platform where Jonas is quite just ready, just over there already. Hit the updraft and kills Colonel off the top. Even though Town and City is a very tall stage, I believe that if you get hit by updraft near the ceiling that on the platform, then you just kind of explode and die. Great backup from Colonel, but Jonas surviving like a cockroach as always, using the bomb to maybe potentially get an up B kill here, but not able to find it, but he's looking for this heavy edge guard. Up B is going to kill. Nope, not yet. Woo! Colonel could have backed it, but was not able to find the opportunity just yet. Looking for the jab log, not able to run. Tries to offer the walk and set, doesn't exactly work out. Looking for the sneaky updraft and just pulls out bomb. Patient in the corner, recognizing this corner is the safe space because the platform is going to provide me an ample opportunity to give myself time and keep myself cool, calm, and collected. That forward throw not going to even be close to killing it, but it sets up Colonel for a very good opportunity here. Forward arrow is not going to connect from the bomb. Jonas hungry for this kill, up smashing because thinking that Colonel might just jump over and try to land on the stage. Look at that read attempt, a wall jumping into that ball because Jonas is overextending a little bit too much, trying to go for a read. Going to reset invincibility with the bomb. Feints resetting the invincibility again and just baits Colonel off, knowing that you cannot shield drop in this game, so you have to go off into the one side. And get snagged out by the up smash as Colonel tries to land. Great play by Jonas, and dare I say it, his first time in advantage in a set today. Thoughts? Clash Royale. All I do is play Clash Royale. Whoa. Now the pressure's on for Colonel as he goes into game 4. This is pretty much, I'd say, one of the hallmark. I'd say this is a hallmark performance for Colonel. I mean, absolutely flopping at arcade, being absolutely dog shit at the video game. How did I seed you 7th and you get 9th? Let me fucking know. But now coming to one more game. Although there was only 17 entrants today, it was a very skill dense heavy bracket. I mean, Maze was noted to be seeded 11th today, and we couldn't seed him any higher or lower. That's how dense the skill bracket was. So some real competitors skilled at the game coming out today and showing that they are so able to put on a performance on a bracket. But despite the pressure being on for Colonel and this being one of his best performances in this year yet, showing that he can still take these stocks with ease, cutting through Jonas's first stock like butter with a hot knife. Oop. Great nair from Jonas, finding an opportunity here. Bomb's not going to exactly reach underneath the stage. Great timing by Colonel. I mean, that defense was just really good. Finding the gap within Jonas's timings. Jonas repositioning, using platforms to his advantage. Nice conversion, not going to be able to kill yet. Bomb fair just not strong enough across the stage, but that runoff fair just simply will kill. Colonel getting called out for his terrible habit of deep breathing. Well, it's not terrible, it does net him in games, right? But, I mean, it is a habit nonetheless that can be exploited. Air dodge, going to be called up by deep breathing back air, but Bomb is going to save Jonas, giving him an extra SCI multiplier. Jonas using his shield smartly as the sun is flying towards him. Ooh, great setting up tilt, going to outmatch Jonas's single dash compared to Colonel's constant dash, where he was just holding forward and then did a pivot F tilt. Now Colonel seems to be super online. This game 4 is so pivotal. This stage is PS2 and it is large, and it's what is it called? Colonel's counter pick, so this is his favor. He seems to be using his advantage well. Great timing on the neutral get up, finding another gap in Jonas's defense. I mean, it feels like Jonas is able to cover these timings very well, but I don't know if Toon is even capable of covering all timings at once, despite all these projectiles. Picking up bomb. God, I'm just seeing new throw animations today. I've never seen Wii Fit throw a projectile before. Okay. Great F tilt, gonna smack out Toon Link's head. I mean, Toon Link is way too light, and deep breathing is way too powerful for Toon Link to ever survive there. So Jonas, despite being a wonderful survivor, isn't able to make it back from that one. And as we go into game 5. As I said earlier, me and Jose were talking. This guy loves to make it close for fun, and Jonas refuted that, saying that it's never on purpose, but I can't help but think that this guy just loves the thrill of adrenaline coursing through his veins. As we head into game 5, I think we all ask the same question. Will Jonas win another game 5? Or will Colonel finally prove himself? The kid around the block, he's always shown to prove himself. But yet, there are always doubters. And I'm sure Colonel is excited to shut them all up. Side B usage not going to exactly come out the way Colonel wants, but nonetheless, he keeps on the pressure with his projectiles, picking up Jonas's bomb so he can't use it against him. Great parries by Jonas. Presses of Mind is really good. Bomb going to be, unfortunately, comboing Jonas. Man, Toon Link is finding a really difficult time getting in, but Colonel doing a really hasty approach. Weefit can't approach with any moves, so if she approaches, it's very committal. You can't really throw out a move that's lingering long enough or strong enough to keep Toon Link off your ass. Great recovery by Jonas, holding inside the stage, so the uppy manages to hit above the ledge. Now Jonas is set up and poised, not able to get it. Updraft, not gonna land. Great air dodge by Colonel, perfectly timed. Ooh, great up air. Deep breathing is going to take that first stop. Now Jonas, looking to cut through the noise, not able to find a conversion, hits a very tip of F-tilt, might find his combo, no not yet, tries to find that F-tilt, this is a very bad spot for Jonas, bomb's about to explode, is out of resources, is going to take a ton of percent, drifts away to manage to save sub percent, but I mean this is so dangerous for Jonas, the enemy is such high percent, where bomb conversions don't really work, you're gonna have to find like a straight hit, or have a strong hit, just hit, hold on. Bomb's not finding its mark. And even if it does, look, it doesn't do anything. It just sends Colonel off stage and gives him deep breathing. Off stage might be where Colonel wants to be when you're at this high percent, but that air dodge is going to be read as Jonas F-tilts, and this is not a stranger to clutch. Jonas ready and poised to try to take this game and move on to fight JDV to get his run back, as he has a losing record against JDV. And Colonel looking to get his revenge from earlier when he got 3-0'd in Winners Finals. Using the return boomerang down air, going to push Colonel away just to make sure that Jonas can't get punished, but also throwing it out there just in case that Colonel might run into it. Deep breathing, going to stall Colonel for a while. Fair going to miss as Colonel drifts away. Dash attack going to take control of the stage. Look at this conversion. As I said earlier, the bomb wasn't able to combo Colonel because Colonel was at too high percent, but now that the position has been reversed, they're more even. And now bomb conversions will be leading into kills. And now I'm sure that's what Jonas will be looking for as he tries to shield these projectiles to play it safe. Colonel being a little frisky. Up air going to kill. Colonel tries to DI, but unfortunately, I don't think that was that great DI, or maybe it was just a little impossible. It is 0-0 on game 5 in Lutz's finals at one more game. Projectiles are being thrown. And you know, these two players are very good at throwing projectiles. That was a corny ass joke that Jonas made to me earlier. Boomerang hitting at the very edge. Colonel getting a little nervous here, trying to find his timing. Eventually does, but ends up taking a few percent for it. I mean, Colonel's in the lead, but he just doesn't have the stage to convert, so he's gonna have to bait Jonas in. But Jonas is the type of player to just, at this point, just play super safe and calculated. That up air is going to find its mark. Deep breathing is active. Is Jonas going to approach? Yes, he is. He is not afraid. But now he's going to respect it a little bit more and get to keep his distance. Colonel fumbling around. He's starting to mash moves. Is he going to jump in or is he going to jump out? He jumps away. Side B's in. Side B's again. Ball is guaranteeing so much control. This tech that this Xavier tech that Colonel learned is just putting in so much work, putting him on the map as game 5 is so close. They're going to trade projectiles and they're across the stage. That ball is going to go flying. Sun is not going to be able to catch Jonas. Hold on. Bomb's going to catch out. Is that it? Not able to kill just yet. Updraft would also have killed. Oh my god, going for the fair. Great tech by Jonas. If that ended like that, it would have been so tragic. That roll-in is going to be read by Jonas, and he gets that. And they end it all with a nice handshake, as that was a very close game 5. Clutched up by Jonas. As I said, not a stranger to